Hey, what's up everybody? This is Host501, and today I want to show you guys another unobtainable item that I was able to get in Borderlands 3. Now this item currently isn't dropping, and the rare that it drops from that the loot table is actually tied to can be killed, and he's pretty easy to farm actually, but for whatever reason he seems to not actually drop anything. Like, it doesn't even seem like he can drop any of the just overall like game-wide loot tables for anything at all, any weapons. I've used programs to basically test him. I've used like trainers to up the drop rate to get max drop rates, and he still doesn't drop anything at all. There's no information about this item. I haven't found a screenshot or a video of this item, so I want to show you guys it's able to be spawned in with a cheat engine, which is basically how the two other items, because I've went over two other items that are unobtainable right now, they're also able to be spawned in. So I might do an update video on that. Basically, this is using a cheat engine and spawning these items in, and it is actually still tied to him, but for whatever reason, it's not actually dropping. And let me find this in the list. So right here, it's from Judge Hightower, which is actually, it's not a rare enemy. It's tied to one of Zero's like killed side mission things, and it's called the Saber. In the coding right here, item pool Saber from Judge Hightower. Now I'm able to spawn this item in. It's not called the Saber in the game. This was actually dead of mine before too, because the basically legendary drop like PDF that someone made on Reddit to show where all these specific items and legendaries drop, this is in there as well, but no one's been able to get it. And I actually had someone in the comments tell me about this because I didn't even notice this before. And actually, if you guys want me to go for how you're actually able to use this cheat engine and do all this stuff, I could do a video on that. It's kind of complicated and weird to use, but it's easy once you learn everything, which takes a bit to learn. So basically I pasted in the code right there from this. So I'm able to spawn this item in. And the reason I'm so excited about this, before I show you guys this is an item based on Roland, which if you guys never played the first Borderlands, which I played on the day of release, that was my character. So it's a Scorpio XL, and this one even has a chance. It has a few variations of stats. See, this one has less of a weapon damage reduction, but the stats are pretty similar most of the time, and it can be anointed. But if you guys, I'll not talk for a second. This sounds exactly like his Scorpion, which if you don't know, Scorpion was his action skill ability. He threw out a turret. This sounds exactly like it when you're shooting, and it's a Tedior, so it just legitimately throws out a version of his turret. And if you don't know, when you threw out his turret in Borderlands 1, it had this front shielding. It didn't turn this much, I don't think, but it does shoot. Now it seems kind of broken. Some of them seem broken because some of them are only hitting like 33, even though they're level 50s. Let's see if this can actually shoot something. And as you can see there, this also was something. Yeah, see, it's broken and it has like no HP. Some of them are broken. It hits for like 33, which it shouldn't because it's level 50. I think certain ones are actually broken. But as you can see there, there's actually different variants with different parts on them. So this item, I think, like, is fully made, just not spawning incorrectly. And it shoots rockets, which Roland's turret you could do as well. So yeah, these are still broken. You see the rockets are doing 277 and the shots are doing 35. And it gets one shot if it gets shot by anything for whatever reason. But it is really cool. I'm thinking it's broken right now as well, not just for not spawning, but the damage the turrets themselves are doing are extremely minimal. I'm wondering if the weapon, I couldn't actually tell how much I did. I'm pretty sure the weapon itself is kind of broken for the damage. If I can get another shot on this one dude that seems to not be wanting to show himself. But I think the damage and stuff is a bit broken. Yeah, see, it's doing 84. I got one to do normal damage before, earlier when I was testing it, and it was actually doing like a normal amount of damage. I'm wondering if any of these, see, they all roll pretty similar, like one of two variants. Okay, some of them are different actually, but it seems that it's broken just damage wise, but that everything else seems to be pretty fixed. See, the damage should not be this low on a level 50 legendary weapon, and they all roll similar, which shows me that even though it can roll anointed, it seems to not be fully like built yet or implemented, and has some changes it needs to go through. So I have no idea when this is supposed to start dropping. It seems to just be a bug weapon. But yeah, this is another weapon that is not obtainable currently in game. I've tested using trainers with max drops, as I said before, and it still does not drop off him, so it's just bug not dropping or not implemented correctly yet. But this is another weapon. This one is honestly just super exciting for me because it has the sound of Roland's, which was my main character. I played him so long before I even touched another character in Borderlands 1. And it has the shield that's his. It shoots out rockets like his did, makes a sound, everything like that. It doesn't give ammo back or anything, which would be really cool if it like gave back ammo. You could make his turret basically do tons of stuff, heal people next to it, give back ammo, stuff like that. But it just shoots rockets and basically shots. Now, if it wasn't broken, most likely the shield, since it wouldn't get one shot like it is now, most likely, I think some of these do a little bit more damage, but if it wasn't broken with the damage and health, you could probably just sit behind this thing and it would actually block a lot of bullets, like how Roland's used to. You used to be able to sit behind it and actually block a lot of shots. As you see, it's basically getting one shot. But I just wanted to show you guys this weapon. This is one of the only 3 unobtainables I've been able to find. So the 2 other videos I did, which was the Rhino, which is actually called Rhino in the code, which someone told me they think it's a Ratchet and Clank Easter egg. That's tied to something called an Iridian Keystone, I think. So I don't know what that enemy is actually supposed to be tied to. Then the Mongol, which is tied to Thunk and Sloth, which is on this map I'm on, which is a rare enemy, but they seem to not be dropping it. There's a possibility I think that might actually be tied to a mission for them that might not be popping correctly. It might be one of the wanted missions, and maybe it's not popping correctly, so it's not spawning that weapon. But these are the only 3 I've found that aren't spawning in the actual game, that you're not able to get drops in the game. So there might be bugged or just weapons that aren't fully completed. Maybe they're going to be added in later as just extra loot or something, because even with the first week of the events going on right now, they actually added 2 different weapons that could drop that weren't dropped before. So maybe they're going to do that at some point for these weapons. Not certain, but I wanted to show you guys this weapon. So subscribe if you want to see more Borderlands 3 content. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you think about this weapon. If you guys want me to do like a tutorial on how to use the cheat engine and everything, I don't know how to do it for consoles, if it's even viable to be done on consoles. I could do it on a PC now though, so you can spawn and everything. Also, I would just like to say before the end of the video, none of this stuff, I'm not spawning in anything on any of my main characters, my 4 max level characters that I do builds on, that I do farming routes on and stuff like that. I don't spawn in anything for those. All this stuff, this is specifically on a character named Cheater Mose. I don't know if I can see the name right here, but basically I made another character to be able to do this stuff on, so I could test the stuff out for you guys, show any weapons that don't drop. So any of those build videos, any of those farm videos, that's all legitimate stuff. I'm not spawning and stuff for those builds to do those. So it's all legitimate stuff on that. These characters that I specifically made for modding and cheating and testing this stuff out is where that's going to be done. So thanks for watching.